In case you missed it, England versus New Zealand, first test at Lord's, day 1. Martin Crowe got a portrait in the Lord's long room, and not only does the artist Jason Brooks deserve credit for a fine and powerful image, the MCC commissioning and crediting an actual artist in this age of AI slop is something to be celebrated. Crowe died just over 10 years ago. The trophy England and New Zealand play for is now jointly named for him and the much-missed Graham Thorpe, and Crowe's daughter Emma rang the 5-minute bell at the start of play. Crowe wasn't just one of the finest batters the game's ever seen, he was also ahead of his time. As early as 2014, when their careers were still relatively young, he publicly anointed as the Fab Four Virat Kohli, Joe Root, Steve Smith, and the man who eventually overtook Crowe as New Zealand's greatest ever batter, Kane Williamson. Amid the ceremonials, a lovely live performance of God Defend New Zealand, at the right tempo, which is more than can be said about the last time New Zealand played England. Cal Jamieson produced a brute to end Emilio Gay's first test innings, but he also gave him the perfect ball to start it. Gay seized on the gift, much as another stylish left-hander had on his test debut at Edgbaston in 1978. That David Gower's got a future, I tell you. Neither of them take the first ball prize, though. That goes to another New Zealander. Mark Craig's considerably less celebrated than Martin Crowe, but 12 years on from doing this to Suleiman Ben in Jamaica, he remains the only batter ever to hit the first ball of his test career for 6. Back to Lord's, where a lot is made of which ends bowlers like to bowl from. Understandable, given the slope, which measures just over 1/5 Kyle Jamieson's. The big man himself, though, didn't seem to mind which end he came in from. 2 spells at the nursery end, either side of a first rain break, a wicket in each. Switches to the pavilion end, takes 2 wickets. Almost immediately goes back to the nursery end because Matt Henry's injured and New Zealand are having to get funky. His spell's interrupted after 1 ball by another rain break. He finishes it off by completing his fifer, the 7th New Zealander on the Lord's Test bowling honours board. Not bad for a guy whose back has kept him out for 2.5 years.